Yo, yo, Tony D here. Batman Year One, Part 2. We have Frank Miller and David Mazzucchelli. Good stuff. Like I said in the first video for Part 1, I wasn't into this when I was younger. I missed out. It's one of those things. I was in my collecting career, just being a young person. I'd always look at a cover, and I don't know how I got past this one, but if I didn't see people fighting or some kind of battle, it wasn't there. Frank Miller was I'm just going to say, the dude was beyond me. Hey, I can enjoy it now, and I am enjoying it now, and he's the master, really is. Yeah, this one enters just like the Part 1. You have just a real quiet type scene there. So in Part 1, the bat busts through the window, the whole iconic scene, and now he's got it figured out. He's got to scare these cats. So I really like that picture. Mazzucchelli, he does an excellent job. And I mentioned his pencil work really reminds me of Frank Miller, especially from the Daredevil run that Frank Miller did. There's some similarities. But it's a real simple style. I really enjoy it. And here's one thing I've been noticing is bad guys have a white face. That's an interesting use of color. It's almost foreshadowing his greatest villain, the Joker. That's the feeling I get. So we have Jim Gordon. He's doing his thing. He's already given a beat down to one of these guys just to let everybody know, hey, he ain't there to play. He's there to stop crime. The crime force is dirty. And another thing, they're keeping tabs on the month and the day. So this is just a year. That's a good touch by Frank Miller. He goes in. They were going to bust in and just kill this guy and possibly endanger the victim there. Gordon comes in, disarms himself, takes care of business. So you're getting a real heavy taste of Jim Gordon and how he's extremely capable, setting him up to be an ally for Batman. And this is great artwork. Look at that, the flash, the muzzle, and it just gets closer and closer. I love panel work. That's great. So now there's words on the street of this guy dressed, or it's a bat creature is the way that they're describing this. They really don't know it's a guy in a suit fighting crime. And this is Batman's first interaction in the suit with criminals. And one falls over and he's not a killer. And this is his dialogue. It's journal format, which is a nice touch. Being fresh and green to this whole thing, I like this touch. The guy falls, he's trying to save him. And he writes how he's sizing everyone up. He can size them up, what they're going to do. He's good at predicting that. So he takes care of these guys. And there's a really good dialogue going with this television screen falling. This gives you a sense of time with what Batman's doing. You know how it's pretty fast for something to fall. And I forget how many stories, it might be 4 or 5, something like that. So while this TV's falling, he's going through the mental jiu-jitsu with these guys and how long it takes to take care of them. And he does it right when that hits the ground. I love how Frank Miller uses an object falling, showing you how fast Batman thinks and reacts. So you get to the police station. It's May 15th, and they have pictures of a bat creature, different sightings. It's funny how these almost look like playing cards. I don't know if they did that on purpose or not, but I get this sense of a lot of foreshadowing of the Joker for some reason. So they're discussing this bat creature, and Gordon, he's practical about it. Our guy here, he took a beat down from Batman. He's a bad cop. And Gordon has him describe his interaction with the Batman. And whenever they do, they go back and show some scenes that have already happened. The color is good. Shows you it's a memory. It's not in full color. And I dig it. I like blocky shapes, that black and white. Totally dig it. And the red goes extremely well with that. And then the muzzle flashes. Mazzucchelli, like his muzzle flashes are great. And it's weird focusing in on something like that, but little details for me really make or break a book. So May 19th, Batman, he's figuring out your high players. Falcone, it's cool they put him in here. And some of your higher officials up it's just totally corrupt. He figures it out. Look how some of these guys, he just takes the gun, the dude's sleeping. So you got all these, the mayor, you got Falcone in there. And Batman I love it when he's thinking to himself in this journal format. He's got this little, is it a grenade bomb? Nah, he's not going to kill anyone. We know that, but he waits for the right time. They're all talking business, and he's set up perfect. Boom, cut the lights, let the show begin. Love this shot. Mazzucchelli reminds me a little bit of Jim Aparo whenever he would just do the form of Batman. That's Batman at his best. I don't need a bunch of detail. That's good enough for me. That conveys the mystique, the scaring the crap out of them, the whole thing that Batman really is. It's fear. And then they're all scared to death. And then he shuts the lights out. And the dialogue is just, he tells them, none of you are safe. From here on out, no one is safe. So they're rattled. May 20th. So Jim Gordon's been tasked with catching the Batman because he is, right after that little stunt, he's public enemy number one to the high-ups, the somebodies. Yeah, look what he did to this clown. Yeah. So Batman's thwarting all their attempts to catch him. And this is really interesting. Harvey Dent, Gordon goes to Harvey Dent's office and he's telling him about all this stuff. And there's some coincidences going on with him. And Gordon's starting to figure it out. But here we have our boy. I like how they chose to have him just hiding out in the office. And he's working with Harvey Dent. Excellent. So we get to this part where I think they're starting to figure out that it's Bruce Wayne. They're getting it in their head that it's Bruce Wayne because they're putting the clues together with military training. You would have to have a lot of money to fund these gadgets he has. So then they're putting that together. And she even mentions his parents were shot down. So that would give him an alibi, or not an alibi, but that would give him motive to do what he's doing. So they're fixing to get in a wreck. And there's that black. The Batman is seeing it. He's pretty much keeping tabs on our boy there. And there's a homeless person, an innocent. Our guy, he won't let it happen. I love how they keep Batman just a shape. Totally awesome. Keeping that mystique there. So Batman jumps in. Great panel work. And then bam, you see his costume. You see the whole thing. So he saves the lady. And Gordon's roughed up. She gives him the whole, don't move. Batman, you know how he does. He ain't no chump. He takes care of that. Close the distance. Jim Gordon, though, he's a tough dude. This book really defines Gordon as a tough cookie. They're like, hey, he's down the alley. And all these guys, they just unload. They get him in the leg. This scene is really dynamic to me. I like how he's still thinking, and he does this flip here. They're all shooting at the ground, and he somersaults through this wooden window. That is stinking awesome. And Gordon's like, hey, knock it off. Nobody fires without my order. Come on. Because for Gordon, it'd be better to catch him alive to get answers. He's not crooked. And also, the information he could have from that stunt he pulled earlier with the somebodies, he may have pertinent information that Gordon could get. I just figured that out. So they let him know he's in there, and yeah, the crookedness. They drop a bomb, and there's other people in here. So It's going to reinforce for him moving forward that, yeah, why would they want to kill him so bad? He'll piece it together. He's a detective himself. What a journey. Totally enjoy this. Missed it as a kid. Still getting it as a grown-up. Hey, man, I'm still a kid, so there you have it. Hope you enjoyed it. Part 3 coming up. Get on that.